Hello and welcome. We've talked about Chalk Couture quite a bit, but we've never layered two colors like this. So this is one color of Chalkology Paste on top of another. So if you want to know how to layer those colors in your chalk art, this video is for you. Who is ready to layer some colors with Chalk Couture? So we have our transfer that can be layered on top of one another. So look for a transfer that has that option. We have Chalkology Paste, and I chose School Bus Yellow and Evergreen. We have a Chalk Couture surface, which is a metal chalkboard that's in white. And then you'll need a squeegee and a stir stick. Alright, so we are going to start by opening our stencil. And what you'll need to do, the stencil has cut lines. So we could also add flowers, but we're just going to do the cactus itself, the words, and the overlay. We can leave the flowers for another time. You could definitely add those to the top as well, with even a third color of Chalkology Paste. We're just going to do the two colors for a basic tutorial. So I'm going to set my flowers to the side, and now I have my cactus, my words, and the overlay for my cactus. So we're going to start with the cactus itself, and we're going to do that in green. So you want to peel your transfer back. Remember, top to bottom, side to side, not corner to corner. Press it down on a towel to get a little fuzz on it. Then I'm going to kind of center it in the chalkboard. And we need to press it down well. So for this, I use a squeegee just to make sure I get it pressed down well. All bubbles are out of it. And then we're going to open our Evergreen Chalkology Paste. We're going to stir it up really well. So it tends to settle during shipment, or if you haven't used it for a while. You just want to stir it up. Make sure it's an even consistency. Stir up from the bottom to get everything from the bottom. And then just dollop some on your transfer. I'm going to do this one from top to bottom. Now, extra can go back into your container, so don't worry about getting too much. And we're just going to use the squeegee and wipe it across the transfer. So this is kind of like a silk screen, and I like to do it a couple different ways just to make sure I've gotten all that in there. And then you just lift the excess, put it back in the jar. Remove all that excess, get it right back in your jar. Alright, now we just want to lift the transfer back off of the chalkboard. Again, top to bottom, side to side, not corner to corner. Now, you want to clean this transfer immediately, and you can see I messed up a little bit and got off my transfer, but that is okay. Remember, Chalkology Paste is chalk. So we need this to dry before we add our layer. So you can do that with a hairdryer if you would like. But we're actually just going to clean our transfer, and it's going to dry super fast, so we will be good. So we're just going to clean our transfer. This is a Clorox wipe. You can use some water. Just be sure to keep the Chalkology Paste wet, and don't let it dry on top of your transfer. So you might keep a sheet pan of water next to your project area. Just drop the transfer into the sheet pan of water to keep it wet during that transfer stage. Alright, so you can see it stains my towel. That's okay. This is a really cheap towel. I'll wash it, use it over and over again. I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to use a fresh Clorox wipe. Make sure everything's off the transfer, front and back. You're going to let it dry, sticky side up, and then put it back onto that backer sheet that we took off at the very beginning. Alright, so that's one layer of the project done. Let's go ahead and clean up our tools and make sure this gets good and dry. So again, I'm just going to use that Clorox wipe to get everything off the tools. The stir stick. And I'm going to close this Chalkology Paste back up so it does not dry out as well. And we can be ready for that next color. Alright, so everything's clean. Let's close this back up. Alright, now we also want clean and dry hands. So be sure to wash your hands well before moving on to the next portion. Alright, so I can see that this is just about dry. It's still a little bit wet, so we're going to let it dry for a few more minutes and then layer our Chalkology paste. And a few minutes later, our cactus is completely dry and we're ready for our next layer. So the overlay lays directly over the cactus. Peel the transfer up. And this time we just want to be sure to lay it directly over our cactus. Get it exactly right. And take a little time here to ensure you get that just where you want it. And we're just going to press down real well with our squeegee. Now, I also want to add these words to my chalkboard. So I'm just going to peel that off as well because I'm going to add the words in the same color paste as I'm doing the overlay. And I think I'll put it on the bottom. And we are ready for School Bus Yellow. So open your package. Stir once again really, really well. Make sure you get up all those bits from the bottom. And we're just going to lay it out. Seriously, dollops. You can't do this wrong, I don't think. Right, and then I'm just going to dollop on the side over here for the words. Alright, and squeegee, fresh and clean. We'll just go over that overlay. I'm going to go over it in a couple directions. Make sure I got everything. Pick up the excess. Put it back in the jar. So just like we did the last time with the first color, we repeat with the second color. And hopefully I have enough paste for this last bit. And you can definitely add more paste if you don't get enough on that first time. Not a big deal. Alright, pick up any excess. And we're going to peel our transferette. And we are going to have layered Chalkology paste. How cute is that? So I'll get those sides cleaned up. And then we'll have a finished chalk transfer. You can also add painter's tape around the sides, but I find that just using a wipe and just wiping those mistakes back off is just as easy. I mean, it is chalk, it is removable. When I don't like this design, I can just remove the whole thing, start all over again. I'm alternating with just a dry rag. You just don't want to touch the actual design when you're removing some of this. I actually laid my damp Clorox wipe right over that use transfer just so that Chalkology Paste does not dry on it while I'm working on cleaning this up. Alright, that looks great. So now we have layered Chalkology Paste. You can layer, repeat these steps for as many colors as you would like, and just keep repeating until you get a design you love. Again, Chalkology Paste is removable later, so you can keep it on there as long as you like, remove it, do some different art. If you want to make it permanent, you absolutely can. You would just seal it to make it permanent and make sure that it does not come off. And once I finish cleaning these transfers, this project is done. And just that easy. I have some gorgeous chalkboard art that I can be really proud of. I love how easy this product is and how I can add fun accents to my home in just minutes. So thank you so much for joining me. Oh, so easy, right? Like, I love how easy this product makes everything, and how, you know, even two colors on top of one another, so simple. So if you're into chalkboard art, this product is definitely for you. Be sure to give us a thumbs up on YouTube and head on over to the shop and get the supplies to make this project. Remember that I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer. If you want to become one too, be sure to email me, thecountrychiccottage@yahoo.com.